The first reviews are in for the CW's latest superhero show, the much-anticipated Black Lightning, and it's safe to say the reception has been pretty positive. Based on the comics of the same name, the show follows Jefferson Pierce, aka Black Lightning, a superhero with the ability to control electricity. Critics are already raving about the show ahead of its premiere this evening, January 16th, with many stating how it stands out from the roster of other CW superhero shows. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Copyright. The CW particular focus has been on how refreshing it is for the genre and how relevant to today as it carves out its own niche. Here are the early reactions to the show. The Hollywood Reporter's pleasant surprise, then, is that Black Lightning, based on yet another DC Comics property, is smart and relevant and full of an attitude that's all its own. It takes its characters and the world seriously, but thus far doesn't take itself too seriously. And, best of all, it's ostensibly entirely separate from Legends of Tomorrow, The Flash, Arrow and Supergirl, so the risk of time-consuming crossovers or key plot points delivered on a different show is currently nil. The New York Times. Luke Cage and Marvel's Runaways have diversified the comics TV lineup. Black Panther arrives in theaters in February, but this show's race-forward sensibility and its older protagonist, conflicted about getting back into the game, give Black Lightning its spark. Copyright. The CW USA Today. Black Lightning struggles slightly with pacing in early episodes, and it can't quite make scenes setting up a season-long villain fit in smoothly with the rest of the episode. But those are kinks that it can work out as it finds its footing over a season. And the confident series feels like it will. Superhero shows are so plentiful now that they risk turning spectacular heroes into something much more common and ordinary. It's refreshing and gratifying to see that a new hero can, well, electrify us. The Washington Post. Black Lightning, a wholehearted and energetic live-action revival of the character premiering Tuesday night on CW, is refreshingly and intentionally focused on Jefferson's attempt to balance the conflict among his truest selves, as a black father in his late 40s, a husband, a revered high school principal and, ultimately, a superhero who comes out of self-imposed exile to fight violence in his community. Copyright. The CW. Deadline. A well-worth-watching reality of race, systematic and police brutality mixed with a rebirth tale and, to snag the title of that classic Sly Stone tune, a family affair that sees the next generation taking things into their own metahuman hands. Additionally, with Black Panther looking to explode on the big screen next month and Luke Cage returning for a second season on Netflix likely later this year, Black Lightning's launch on January 16th comes in an environment that would have seemed almost unimaginable just a few years ago. Comicbook.com. Black Lightning does not feel like a comic book show angling to be prestige TV, as some of the recent additions to the canon have been. That format can certainly deliver some memorable content but is ultimately unlikely to fully satisfy either the comic book audience or the prestige TV viewer for long. Instead, Black Lightning is prestige TV using the iconography of superheroes to comment on our modern society and, on some level, our obsession with big strong men who'll use force to come and save us. That inversion of creative priorities is something rarely seen, and it has a lot of potential if they can maintain this high level of quality going forward. Black Lightning begins Tuesday, January 16th at 9/8 on the CW. The series will launch on Netflix in the UK on January 23rd. Want up to the minute entertainment news and features? Just hit like on our Digital Spy Facebook page and follow on our Digital Spy Twitter account and you're all set.